Hi, I'm Matt,
And I'm Crystal.
and live from our dining room, it's Highland Valley Highlights.
Episode 2.
That's right. Let's get started with some good news. First off, got Carter and Carla. They are definitely practicing their social distancing at home with their masks.
And speaking of masks, this is from Nikki Fullerton. She has been busy. We'll see her bunker in a little bit later on in the show, but she has been busy making face masks while at home.
All right. Next, we have the Beans. They are participating in a scavenger hunt. That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've got multiple cooking utensils and bananas. We've got bananas.
And bites.
Basketballs. There's a fishing pole back there. I hope the Beans won.
Very, very representative of the Beans.
Yes.
Also, we have Jax and Cassidy. Matt was driving by recently, and they were having a parking lot picnic. Looks so fun, so they sent us some pictures that we'll see also in a minute that they've been using our parking lot to learn some new things.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little bit of Chick-fil-A, I'm guessing. That's me. I got a new grill. Got a new smoker. That's my chicken. It's a whole chicken. I don't know if you can see there, but it's whole chicken. The grill, incidentally enough, was supposed to come pre-assembled, but as you can see, it didn't. Luckily, it only took about 30 seconds to assemble, so that's good. I did have the choice to wait and come back for the assembled grill, but I thought that I could just take it home and knock it right out. As you see from the sunset, it took a little bit longer than I thought, but we got there.
We finished it up the next day, maybe?
No, I'm sure we got it all done that same day.
I think it was the next day.
All right.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it. Yay.
Our first steaks and our first chicken. Good news.
That's right.
And other good news, our kids are having to take their classes in a little bit different way. This is Harper taking one of her dance classes. Sweet Harper.
Yeah. Then of course we got Harper and Lindley on a scooter. It looks like a lot of fun.
Sweet sisters helping each other out.
Yeah.
And also, Jax has been practicing his scooter tricks.
All right. That's some big time air.
Awesome. That was great. Thanks, Jax. You're doing great. Keep it up. Learn some more.
Yeah, without a doubt. And this just in, Bill has finished his smoothie.
Beautiful. Tasty. Very tasty. Ice cold. See you later.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
That looked delicious.
It did. They are delicious. We've had the smoothies. They're very good. In our bunker segment, last week we saw our pantry. This week, Nikki Fullerton is giving us a shot at where she's bunkered down. This is her apartment, her quarantine quarters. She is on the 8th floor of the Lafayette building, where she enjoys making those face masks that we saw earlier. And she's also watching some TV, and she has a television show review for us in a moment. I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, and we've got another group that's making making masks. Also part of our COVID team at church, and they're contributing to our food pantry now also, which we've got a little video here. We just want to show some of the highlights, some of what goes into our food pantry. I know we've been talking a lot about it lately, but since we've all been having to stay home for the most part, a lot of you haven't got to see everything that goes into what we're doing in the food pantry. This past Wednesday, I'm going to go ahead and start our little video about it, but this past Wednesday, over 200 people benefited from the food pantry. It was, I think, 54 families. But we go and we pick up from the food bank each Wednesday, at least. Sometimes we go a couple times a week. But that the weight capacity, that bus has been tested. This past week we collected about 2,000 pounds of food. We've had a lot of help gathering it up. We're able to stock up. So we have a lot of cereal, a lot of canned goods. We got 20 cases of eggs. The food bank's been wonderful. They donated all those eggs to us, those 20 cases, and made a lot of people happy with that. A lot of people are benefiting from our food pantry that never thought that they would need something like this. But it's a really big operation. It's coming together. We've got a lot of volunteers that have been working really hard. A lot of donations have been pouring in. People have been bringing food and dropping it off. They've been donating money to where we can buy more from the food bank. That 2,000 pounds of food costs about $60. So really thankful for everything that the food bank is doing. But yeah, that's 11 to 2 each Wednesday if you'd like to drop off, and from 3 to 6 if you need food. So if you need food, come get it. And if you don't, you might know somebody who does. So pass that word along. And yeah, let's get some food in some folks' bellies.
Yeah, well, it's a wonderful ministry. It's good to see. I haven't been up there. I've helped unload, but haven't been a part of that process. So that's interesting to see. Today, coming not live, but from his own house, we have a special guest on Highland Valley Highlights today, and I think you're going to recognize this face. I guess he just does it all. Yeah. Gardens, smoothies, construction.
Hives.
Hives.
Hi. Bill Harris, the beekeeper. This evening I'm putting in 3 new hives. Bees come in a box like this. Now what I have to do is get the bees from the shipping box into the hive. I've already taken out some of the frame to give me room to dump the bees in there. So I'll just do it this way. Spray these guys with a little sugar water. That'll settle them down a little bit. Then I'll tip them over. And drop them into the hive. There's several thousand bees in there. And I got to get most of them out of the box, shipping box, into the hive. This little box, that's where the queen is. I look in here and check the queen, make sure she's alive. Because if there's no queen, I'll have to buy another one, the next one. But she's running around inside. She has nurse bees in there that feed her. She's got a little blue speck of paint on her back. That means she was this year's queen. Look down in there, there's a little piece of candy. I'll score the candy to get it started. And what the bees do, they eat through the candy and let the queen out. Now then, I'm going to put the hive frame back in here. Brushing some of the bees away so they don't get squished. I'll put the frame back in here. I'll check it again in a few days to make sure the queen got out. Now I'll put the hive, the top back on here. Then I'll put the weather top on. And that's it.
Amazing.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Waiting on that honey.
Matt has been begging for honey. I've heard him on the phone.
I was hinting pretty hard the other morning, and I didn't get an offer for the honey. It must be too good to give out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, so next up we've got our, it says here, movie review. I think this is going to be more of a show review and
book review.
Book review. Or I think our tech team ran out of time designing backgrounds, but
I think they did.
yeah. So show review. So earlier Nikki was kind enough to show us her apartment, but now she's got a review of a show that is supposed to be really good. Grantchester. Okay, so she enjoys watching TV, and she's enjoying Grantchester on PBS's Masterpiece Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Masterpiece Theater, but I've never seen Masterpiece.
The show has 24 episodes. She describes it as a young, charismatic Anglican priest in charming 1950s Cambridge partners with a local detective to solve murder mysteries. Meanwhile, the clergyman somewhat falls into more worldly habits while sleuthing.
Delightful characters, clever storylines, engaging mysteries. She gives Grant, what's it called? Grantchester? Grantchester. 2 thumbs up.
And she can't wait for the show to return on June 5th. And I love a good mystery. Yeah. Mystery podcast, mystery books. So I'm all in for this. I can't wait. Now that's a show. If you've been looking for something to read, Brett has a book review for you.
Hey Highland Valley, it's Brett. So I got challenged for cheer to read this book, Do Hard Things, by Alex and Brett Harris, and they're teenagers. So I talked to Matt about it, and I was like, I really want you to read this book. Like, I love it. And I don't really like books. Like, I don't like books. But this book has actually kept me interested. And I want to challenge y'all to read it because, you know, we're stuck in quarantine for a little bit. So I think y'all should read it. It's really good. Like, I don't like books, and I love it. So I'm just going to read you a little couple parts. This is just a little introduction by Chuck Norris. It's called Forward. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to y'all. So he goes, God has a plan for your life. My mother always told me God has a plan for your life. And she's right. Each of us is called to reach for greatness. There really is a hero in all of us. We've all been designed by God to be a blessing to many, a hero to some, but there's only one way to get there. It's described by the title of this book, Do Hard Things. Today we live in a culture that promotes comfort, not challenges. Everything is about finding ways to escape hardship and avoid pain and dodge duty. In the past, young people were expected to make significant contributions to society. Today, our culture expects very little from teens, not much more than staying in school and doing a few chores around the house. A sad consequence of such low expectations is that life-changing lessons go unlearned. And so, then it goes to the next chapter, and it starts talking about how the boys go in their past. And, okay, here's the title. You can get it on Amazon. It's like $9. And I want to challenge y'all to read it. And if y'all do, I want y'all to text me or Matt, because that's awesome if you do. And there may be a prize in it. So I hope y'all do read it. It's really good. I love it. And my whole cheer team loves it. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you, Brett.
Yes, thank you. I love to read also.
So challenge accepted?
Yeah, something else.
Okay, apparently there's a prize. So if you read that book, either you let Brett know or you let me know, and there's a prize. Okay, we don't know what that prize is yet, but there's going to be a prize.
We'll find something.
Okay. All right. Next, game time. So we know we talked about puzzles last week. We know puzzles have made a big comeback, but other games are pretty popular right now.
Yes. And our Highland Valley's top 10 games are
Top 10
top 10
as voted by
Highland Valley.
All right, I can't wait. So coming in at number 10, Risk, and that's a little low. It's coming in a little low.
I know, it's one
It's
of your
the
favorites.
Game of total world domination.
It's long.
Yeah,
It's
it is
a long
long.
game. Number 9, Blockus.
Blockus, number 9.
Like a puzzle game. It's hard.
Yeah, you put the pieces in, and you can only go a
Kind
certain.
of like Tetris.
Yes,
little bit,
like Tetris, but
a
it's
board
flat,
game
and like
Tetris.
you can see the different colors. So your color, green or yellow, or you can tell I voted for Blockus.
Yes.
I like Blockus a lot
Stop.
too.
Okay.
Strategy.
It's number 8, Matt.
Okay, number 8. Othello. It's another strategy game. I voted on that one too. It's a lot of fun. So you put the pieces on, and then like you have to flip. You're gonna have to Google it because I can't explain it right now. But it's a I lot of fun if you like a good
Number
strategy
7,
game.
Pegs.
And we don't know, to be 100% honest, if this is the pegs that was voted on or not. But I Googled it, and this is a game with pegs on it. You play this at the Cracker Barrel. Have you been there? So you have to hop over. And
Well, you don't have to explain every game. Number 6. This is supposed to be fast-paced.
it's the Settlers of Catan.
Very good.
And, okay, but
Number 5.
interesting fact.
No.
Interesting fact. No, you tell me about this interesting
No.
fact. No, come on. Tell me.
Number 5. This one is actually really fun.
We're not
If you
going.
have older people.
The computer's over here.
Number 5.
What's the show? What's the show? What's the
I
show?
don't
Not The
know. I
Office,
don't
but the other one
know.
just like it. Come on. Parks and Rec. So someone just told me. I was informed that this Settlers of Catan was based off the game that was invented on Parks and Rec, the fictitious game.
Number 5.
But then I've just found out that my source may not have been 100% accurate. I don't know.
Telestrations. This is more for older. We play this every Christmas with my family. It is hilarious.
The kids play too, though. I mean, but
But not like little.
yeah,
You have to know it's a drawing.
right.
Anyway.
So if you have little ones, you could make up some
Okay,
words
that's too
that
much
are.
trouble.
You can
Number
do
4.
it. You can do it. It's possible. Sometimes you have to put in the extra work. Parenting's hard.
So is top 10, apparently.
Yahtzee. I say that a lot whenever I'm playing this game.
Number 3, Scrabble.
Number 2, another long one, but it's a pleaser. Monopoly.
And it took us a long time to get here. But
But
the
the
number 1 board game at Highland Valley is Glue.
Glue.
Also a little bit strategy. You have to really, you have to really be listening.
Yeah, you have to get like
To do
extra
your best.
paper out, and you have to read people if you really want to get into it, and then
Okay.
figure out who it's. Yeah.
We're big game players here, in case you couldn't tell.
Okay, for this week's pet parade, it's Carter and Carla Coleman's 17-year-old puppy Ellie. 17-year-old. Yes.
Since I've had their baby a long time.
I know it.
Okay. Well, we hope you enjoyed our second episode of Highland Valley Highlights.
I think we're getting better. Yeah?
Maybe.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are sending in some really good content, but we need more. We need more. And this way, please. Sideways.
Yeah. Sideways fills up our whole screen. If you do it the other way,
You can see it
it's
better.
not a huge deal, but you have the black on the sides, yeah, and you can see it better that way. All right, and to wrap up, I mean, those Williams kids, they have jokes. So last week was Ellis. This week, our joke of the day comes to us from Clark. So get ready. You have to really think about this one. Riley just got it after hearing it several times. So.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting cat. Moo!
It's another classic.
The cow interrupts.
Yes.
interrupting.
I understood that.
Interrupting.
Apparently, other tailors
Yeah.
don't quite get it, but that one was funny. We love to see those sweet little faces. All right,
Indeed.
we will see you next week.
See you guys. Thanks for joining us.